Dmitry Ovcharov, already a seasoned contender and a perennial top 5 player, came into this 2015 World Cup bronze medal match determined to secure a podium spot. Jun Mizutani, ranked 6th, opened strong and took early control using his defensive touch and creative angles. But Ovcharov battled back with trademark precision and furious power, forcing a full 6-game duel. Ultimately, Dima's resilience paid off. He claimed the bronze medal, marking Germany's first ever men's World Cup result to date. In Lisbon, Ding Ding came in final on her 5th attempt, hungry to claim her first Grand Finals title after 4 near misses. Cheng Mang struck first, opening up tight angles and forcing Ding on the back foot at the game 1 and 2. But Ding rallied with her trademark depth and control, reclaiming momentum and closing out 4-2 win. That moment broke the jinx. Ding captured the crown in emphatic fashion. Playing in front of home crowd in Incheon, Jung Young-sik stunned veteran Joo Se-hyuk 4-1 in 2015 Korean Open final. Joo, known as one of the greatest defensive players, kept rallies long. But Jung's sharp variation and fearless aggression towards heads. With a commanding early lead and controlling key rallies, Jung sealed his first Super Series title. In Halmstad's group stage, Simon Gauzy opened strong, but Greeks Panagiotis Gionis weathered the storm and claimed solid 4-1 victory. Gionis' crisp blocking and calmer pace disrupted Gauzy's rhythm, allowing him to close out match confidently. Despite starting on fire, Gauzy couldn't break through Gionis' consistency. Jun Ji-hee came into Lisbon as a dark horse semi-finalist, but nobody expected her to push Chang Men so far. After saving 2 match points and extending the match deep into decisive territory, Jun showcased fearless counter-hitting and mental toughness. Still, Chen's superior depth and pressure system secured a 4-2 win and a spot in the final. Jun claimed bronze, but the real story was her fearless headline-making performance. This match became immortal when Geril and Maternat locked in an insane 91-shot rally at 10-10 in our decisive. Both attackers unleashed everything: spin, speed, stamina, neither to blink as the ball flew back and forth. Finally, Geril found a narrow angle and wrapped up the point, sparking applause across the arena. That rally defined the match, symbolizing pure table tennis endurance and drama. Ma Long entered the Suzhou final as the world's top speed and heavy favorite, but Fang Bu was determined to test him in front of home crowd. The match started tight, with Fang even taking the second game, but Mang's relentless attack and mental toughness proved too much. Liu Xuan surged ahead to lead, showcasing her supreme speed and placement, while Zhu Yuling responded with her signature powerful backhand play. The semi-final swung back and forth, culminating a nerve-wracking 14-12 finish in Liu's favor. That epic clash set the tone for the tournament and solidified Liu's bid for her first Polish Open title. On home soil in Sendai, Liu Xuan faced off against Ishikawa with championship pressure on both sides. Liu dominated from the start. Her fluid footwork and sharp angles overwhelmed Ishikawa, who couldn't find a foothold. The match ended decisively in 4 straight games, earning Liu her 4th World Cup crown. It was a showcase of Chinese dominance and Liu's unwavering consistency. Ovcharov took an early lead in Asthana's quarterfinal, but young gun Fan Zhendong responded with fierce comeback. Fan clawed his way back, winning 4 consecutive games to complete a stunning 4-2 turnaround. With heavy spin and explosive forehands, Fan announced himself as a serious title contender. For Ovcharov, it was a tough night. Fan's momentum carried him into semi-finals and marked a pivotal shift in their rivalry. Mizutani kicked off his Kuwait campaign with an epic duel against Apollonia that grabbed headlines for one incredible rally. Mid-match, the pair traded stroke after stroke, reaching a near-historic marathon rally that tested every ounce of their physical and mental resolve. Mizutani eventually took it 4-1, but it was that rally that stole the show and transformed early round tensions into tournament legend. A reminder that even every round delivers unforgettable duels. In Malaysia, Japan's Yuya Oshima faced England's Samuel Walker in what looked like a routine group match. But Walker, ranked far lower, stunned everyone by pressing Oshima relentlessly. His blocks and timed counters turned the tide. The upset not only shocked the tournament, it sparked England's run to bronze, a breakthrough moment that defined Walker's rise. At Tokyo's Japan Open, Simon Gauzy started strong by taking the first game, surprising many spectators. But Fan Zhendong hit back with an epic under-the-table roller shot that stunned opponents and viewers alike. That point flipped momentum. Fan went on to dominate the match 4-1 and eventually win the title. It was a display of both flair and mastery that captured global attention. In front of her home crowd, Ding Ning faced off against Japan's rising star Hina Hayata in Incheon. Hayata matched Ding pound for pound in early games, but Ding's elite experience eventually took over. Her deep control, tactical variations dismantled Hayata's defense, paving her way into semi-finals and eventually title. Youth met veteran grace, and veteran grace won.
Absolute resilience from both sides, focused to keep these shots, and this looks like Xu Xin out here playing the Chinese Super League. Ding Ding running.
Kenta Matsudaira came out sharp in Stockholm, launching his trademark backhand flicks right from the first point. He controlled pace and angles to make the early lead, but Groth responded, pushing the match to 4 games. Matsudaira then closed it out with quiet confidence, securing a 3-1 win. In the semis, Xu Xin faced Fang Bu in classic battle of speed versus aggression. Fang surprised many by taking an early lead, but Xu's signature fast loops and quick court coverage began to dominate. He pulled away from a 4-2 victory and advanced to the final, a showcase of why Xu remains one of the most complete players in the game. In Stockholm, Kasumi Ishikawa faced China's Gu Yuting in a match that tested patience and precision. Both players traded masterful rallies, but it was Ishikawa's experience and clutch finishing that tipped tight games in her favor. In the Astana final, Hong Kong's Wong and Hu faced Japan's Morizono and Oshima in breathtaking 7-game duel. The match swung back and forth. Wong Hu held match points, but Morizono Oshima refused to yield. Down to the final, 12-10 in deciding game, the Japanese pair held firm and clinched the win, the dramatic comeback that sealed their place in doubles history. In the opening round, veteran Vladimir Samsonov brought his trademark calm to face Hong Kong's dynamic Wong Chun Ting. Samsonov claimed the first games with surgical precision, but Wong surged back to even the match. In the crucial moments, Samsonov's steady control and shot selection won out, earning him a tight 4-3 win, a masterclass in controlling pace against youthful aggression. In the Astana final rematch, Fang Zhengdou faced world number 1 Dmitry Ovcharov, looking for redemption. Fan unleashed flawless footwork, early lead building, and error-free consistency to dominate every game. He closed it 4-0, taking the title and stamping his authority as the year's standout. A clean sweep that rebalanced the ranking race. Harimoto, just 14 years old at the time, had stunned the world with his explosive rise and fearless play against top veterans. But Dmitry Ovcharov, riding a wave of victories and holding the world number 1 position, brought the discipline and power of experience. But Harimoto's performance signaled a new era of coming fast. Cheng Meng and Zhu Yuling battled not just for the title, but for the national pride. Their rallies were long, tactical, and filled with spin variation and precision. Cheng Men's backhand consistency and composure under pressure allowed her to control the flow in key moments. With a 4-3 win, she claimed her first Grand Finals crown, marking a major milestone in her career. This was a true clash of eras. Germany's legendary Timo Bull versus the 14-year-old Japanese sensation Tomokazu Harimoto, who had taken the tournament by storm. Harimoto already made headlines by reaching the finals, defeating top-ranked players with aggressive, high-paced play. But in the final, Timo used his experience, variations, and precise placement to outmaneuver the youngster in straight games. A dominant win for Bull, but Harimoto's rapid ascent was the story of the event. Oshima, known for his explosive forehand and quick footwork, applied pressure from the start. Drinkhall, always a fighter, produced some stunning counters and pushed the match to its limits. But Oshima's consistency and edge in pace gave him the upper hand. Coming off her sensational Asian Championship win, Miyu Hirano carried huge expectations into the World Championships. At just 17, Hirano confirmed she was no fluke. She was here to stay among the world's best. In this all-Chinese women's final, Chang Mang took on the rising star Wang Manyu, who had surprised many by reaching the championship match. The rallies were fierce and fluid, both players matching each other shot for shot. Chang's ability to reset under pressure and use her angles ultimately gave her control. She won the title in 4 games, stamping her dominance at one of the most competitive tour stops of the season. Timo Boll, playing in front of his home crowd, facing a tricky opponent in France's Simon Gauzy. Young, fearless and fast, Gauzy has been in good form leading into this match, but Boll's smooth rhythm and variation put him on the back foot early. The German legend used his timing and shot placement to break down Gauzy's offense. It was a classy performance from Boll, who won 4-1 and showed why age is just a number when you have got his level of finesse. Kenta Matsudaira has already impressed with his unique flair and deceptive serves, but in the quarterfinals, he ran into a wall. Matsudaira had moments of brilliance, but Fang was simply relentless from both wings. With a 4-1 win, Fan advanced to semis looking almost untouchable. This all-Chinese final, Cheng Men started strong, but Zhu Yuling fought back with grit and precision. After 7 high-tension games, Zhu emerged victorious, 4-3, capturing one of the most dramatic titles of her career. Niwa, the master of unpredictability, threw every angle and variation he could at the German ace. But Ovcharov stayed composed, adjusting his rhythm and finding openings with explosive backhands.
Which was donated in 1931.
Ding Ling entered the final in Dusseldorf as a 2-time former world champion, eyes set on making history, and Zhu Yuling, in her first World Champions final, was determined to write her own fairy tale. The match opened with Ding dominating, taking the first game 11-4 with her trademark backhand and serve control. Zhu fought back fiercely, stealing the next 2 games and swinging momentum, but Ding's experience shone through in fourth, where she saved match point to win 12-10 and regain the lead. From there, her confidence soared. She closed game 5 and 6 decisively, clinching a dramatic 4-2 win and securing her 3rd career world title. The Japanese combo surged early, even grabbing game 2, but Fan and Su's relentless spin and power took control. They sealed the title 4-1 in 5 intense games, closing out 13-11 in game 5. With this victory, China reclaimed the trophy and ended Japan's run, marking a standout moment in doubles history.
No, I understand. Yeah. So
In this intense quarter-final clash at the 2018 World Team Champions, China's Xu Xin, ranked world number 2, took on Austria's Stefan Figrel, world number 28. Xu Xin showed why he's one of the best with his fast footwork and unpredictable spin variations. Figrel fought hard, using his solid backhand and steady rallies to stay competitive. But Xu Xin's relentless attacking style eventually broke through, securing a 3-0 victory for China. This match was a great example of experience and power, overcoming resilience and defense. It helped China keep their momentum towards the team title.
he made it. That's why he can do it. Let's just keep watching this all day. We got a timeout here anyway. This is the best timeout ever for fans.
Number 3 seed veteran Timo Boll took on the rising star, number 6 seed Liang Jingkun. Liang's fast, aggressive play earned him a convincing 4-0 win, showcasing his rise in the table tennis world. Xu Xin defended his title in style at 2018 Bulgarian Open final, battling past Japan's Kenta Matsudaira in fight 4-1 showdown. He started strong in nail-biting 12-10 opener, stumbled in the second 10-12 and then steady pull away with his trademark spin and footwork in win. It was back-to-back World Tour gold for Xu, showcasing why he was the top contender.
We both had a timeout, so we won't be seeing.
Top-ranked Liu Shivan faced Japan's rising star Mima Ito in a gripping opening match of team final. In a battle of fifth games, Ito edged out Liu 12-10, earning a crucial 3-2 win and settled the tone for a highly charged showdown.
Slap shot right back. Punishment. Liu Shiwan hung out to dry after a break like this. Oh, it hurts my...
World number 5 Ding Ning, seeded number 3, faced off against South Korea's number 20 Soo Hyun in the quarterfinals of the 2018 Women's World Cup in Chengdu. Ding adjusted tactics, upped her tempo and asserted control, winning 11-6, 11-3 and finally sealing the match 4-1. It was a statement of experience and strategic adaptation from a true champion.
The show must go on. We want more. The longest rally we've seen in this tournament.
Top speed Fanzanto number 1 faced Japan's clever number 10 seed Kukiniwa in Lin's quarterfinal. Fan held control early, winning 11-8 and 11-6 before dropping a third game, but then closed it 4-1, showcasing his power and consistency. It was a dominant performance that underlined why he's been at the top of the tour. In the 2018 World Cup semi-final, freshly crowned world number 1 Dmitry Ocharov clashed with his long-time teammate and rival Timo Boll, who was ranked number 3 at the time. In a dramatic 6-game battle packed with momentum swings and razor-thin margins, like Boll saved multiple game points, Ocharov ultimately prevailed 4-2. The match highlighted Dima's clutch consistency under pressure, edging past Boll's flair and experience in a true test of elite German ping pong. World number 2 Liu Shivan faced former world number 1 Ding Ning in a stunning platinum final. Ding surged ahead, winning the first 2 games, but Liu showed incredible grit, clawing back to force a decisive 7th game in a thrilling comeback. Liu claimed the title 4-3, marking her first Australian Open crown and a triumph career milestone. China's Xu Xin made quick work of Portugal's Diego Carvalho in a group stage of 2018 World Team Champions, winning 3-0. Carvalho, ranked outside the top 300, couldn't cope with Xu's explosive pace and variety of spins.
That point was apt.
Romania's Cristian Patea, seeded number 5, faced China's rising star Yu Hei, who topped the World Junior Circuit standings in a high-stake quarterfinal in Bendigo. Patea dominated with aggressive opening attacks, clinching the match 4-0 and punching his ticket into the semi-finals in impressive fashion. In Stockholm, top speed Fanzanto world number 1 faced second seed Xu Xin world number 2 in a rematch of their 2017 final. Fan stormed to a 4-1 victory using powerful spin and clutch shot making to reclaim the title and assert his dominance over his great rival even after surrendering a game. It was a historic moment. Korea's Open final. Jang completed a rare triple crown at the same event, asserting his dominance on home soil. France's Simon Gauzy, seeded 7, clashed with Taiwan's veteran Chang Chi-yuan, seeded 9, in a high-intensity round of 16 encounter in Kita-Kyushu. The match turned into a tactical chess game. Chang's fast-paced spins met Gauzy's seasoned defenses, ultimately showcasing masterful shot variations and mental toughness. World number 4 Miyu Hirano faced off against wildcard number 49 Lili Zhang in a stunning undercard at Chengdu. Zhang's fearless aggression and late-game composure sparked a thrilling 4-3 upset, marking one of the biggest surprises in the World Cup history. After a tight opener, Liu gained control, winning 4-2 and claimed her record-breaking 5th World Cup title. It was a match of history in the making, and Liu sealed it with a composure and championship heart. When Japan's Jun Mizutani, one of the sport's most experienced and creative players, stepped up against Xu Xin, the world number 2 and top Chinese left-hander, fans expected magic, and they got masterclass. Xu came out sharp, unleashing a flurry of wicked side spin loops and dominating every short game exchange. Despite Mizutani's crafty touch and clever angles, he simply couldn't find a way through Xu's relentless pressure. The match ended in a clean 4-0 sweep as Xu advanced with style, sending a clear message that he was in a title-winning form. A tough outing for Mizutani, but a showcase of Xu Xin at his flowing best.
Jun Mizutani.
Was expected to be a routine win for Ding Ning, the reigning Olympic champion and the world number 1 at that time. But Japan's Hitomi Sato, ranked 37th and known for her ironclad defense and chopping game, had other plans. After falling behind 1-2, Sato dug deep, using her relentless backspin to frustrate Ding and force long and grinding rallies. The crowd in Sapporo got behind their hometown player as she clawed her way back, eventually stunning Ding 4-2. It was one of the biggest surprises of the tournament, proof that the grit and the good game plan, even the queen can be dethroned. Miyu Kihara and Miyu Nagasaki took on Sung Yin Sha and Wang Manyu in the 2019 ITTF Grand Finals Women's Doubles Semi-Final. The Japanese duo stunned the favorites with a gritty 3-2 comeback, highlighting by 2 nail-biting 12-2 game wins, showing incredible spirit and claiming a spot in the final.
The perfect shot, the perfect points.
In Doha's 2019 Qatar Open, Germany's 4th seed Timo Boll faced China's legendary 11th seed Ma Long. Ma left no doubt, dominating every game with that trademark dictator consistency and power to secure a clean 4-0 win. Boll even surprised everyone with a cheeky swap hand winner, but Ma's unrelenting pressure simply overwhelmed him. World number 2 Liu Shivan faced wildcard Lili Zhang, ranked 49, in one of the tournament's most unexpected clashes. Despite trailing after Zhang's early lead with fearless counter-hitting, Liu's veteran poise and consistency took over, ending in a firm 4-0 victory. Her composed response under pressure reaffirmed why she remained a top-tier champion. Austrian underdog Daniel Harbison, ranked number 43, faced Belarus legend Vladimir Samsonov, ranked number 13, in Chengdu's opening group match. In a riveting 7-game thriller, Harbison seized it 4-3, stunning the crowd and knocking out the veteran. It was a sensational World Cup debut from Harbison, marking one of the biggest upsets of the tournament. England's Liam Pitchford upset Japan's Jun Mizutani in a tight 4-3 battle. It was a stunning first-round win against the higher-seeded Mizutani. China's top-seeded duo Fang Zhando and Xu Xin stepped into the final in Sapporo with all eyes on them, and they didn't disappoint. Germany's Qiu and Duda, the 9th seeds, fought hard, but the Chinese pairs' chemistry and control proved too much to handle. In just 3 games, Fan and Xu sealed the title 3-0, playing with a kind of precision and flair that only they can deliver. One of the most exciting quarterfinals of 2019 World Champions, Japan's unpredictable Koki Niwa, seeded 8th, faced China's powerful Liang Xingkun, the 9th seed. Niwa played with a trademark finesse and creativity, using his short strikes and quick angles to keep Liang guessing. But Liang had answers of his own, countering with raw power and patience when it mattered most. The match turned into a 7-game tug-of-war, with the momentum swinging widely between both sides. In the end, Liang held his nerves and took the final game, winning 4-3 and earning a place in the semi-finals of his very first World's appearance.
The most celebrated player in the game.
In a surprising quarter-final showdown, number 1 seed Ding Ning faced number 7 seed Mima Ito, who came out attacking fearlessly in Shenzhen. Ito's aggressive tactics paid off. She stunned the Olympic champion with a 4-1 win, marking one of the tournament's biggest upset. China's Wang Chuqin, a rising star, faced off against France's Simon Gauzy, the number 13 seed, in the round of 16 in Budapest. After losing the first 2 games, Wang staged a stunning turnaround, winning 4 straight to clinch a dramatic 4-2 victory. In a thrilling round of 32 clash at the 2019 World Cup Championships, Japan's veteran Jun Mizutani faced off against South Korea's rising star Jung Young-sik. The match went back and forth with intense rallies and dramatic momentum shifts. In the end, Jung edged out Mizutani 4-3 in a nail-biting battle, proving that the new generation is ready to challenge the established stars. Top seed Fang Zhando dominated early, but Croatia's Frane Kojic surprised everyone with a slick counterattack that wowed the crowd. Despite the moment of brilliance, Fan cruised to a 4-0 win, showing why he's the world number 1. France's Simon Gauzy, world number 13, delivered a masterclass in Budapest against Slovakia's Wang Yang, world ranked 50. Cruising to a confident 4-0 win, he controlled the match with a fast-paced offense and strategic placement. It was a sharp performance that showed Gauzy had the momentum to charge deep into the tournament.
In a casual block. Oh, the feeling.
In a stunning upset in Budapest's round 32, France's Simon Gauzy, ranked number 13, went toe-to-toe with China's Xu Xin, the world number 2, and a favorite on penhold finesse. Gauzy unleashed aggressive spins and smart serves, taking the match 4-2. It was a calculated, confident performance that left the crowd roaring and announced Gauzy's arrival on the big stage, despite his lower global ranking. The final in Doha had all the ingredients. China's powerhouse Fang Zhando, world number 2 and top seed, taking on England's fearless shotmaker Liam Pitchford, seed 15. Fan started strong, winning the opening 2 games with his usual mix of precision and brute force. But Pitchford wasn't there to roll over. He fought back in the third, landing bold counters and even making Fan shake his head in disbelief. Still, the Chinese star tightened up when it mattered most. Fan stayed composed, adjusted his rhythm, and clinched the match 4-2. Adriana Diaz faced off a tough challenge from Margarita Pesotska, who pushed her with a smart placement and heavy spin. But Diaz stayed calm under pressure and closed it out 4-2 with a trademark flair and energy. It was a battle for national supremacy. World number 1 Fang Zhantou faced Penhold Wizard Xu Xin in a clash of top-tier Chinese titans. Fan held his nerves, saved multiple match points, and sealed 4-2 win in a battle of power and precision. China's smooth operating third seed Ma Long faced fellow countryman Lin Gaoyuan, the number 7th seed, in a high-stakes semi-final at the experimental WTT Macau event. Ma started strong, taking the first 2 rounds with control and precision, but Lin dug in, claiming Game 3 and digging a tense battle. Ma eventually pulled away from 4-1 win, setting the stage for another WTT crown. In a nail-biting showdown, world number 1 Fan Zhantou edged out Germany's Dimitrij Ovcharov 2-2 to help China secure the men's team gold. Ovcharov fought hard, but Fang's clutch play made the difference in the epic Olympic battle. At the 2020 WTT Macau quarterfinals, the spotlight shone on 2 incredible Chinese talents. The seasoned champion Ding Ning ranked number 3 in the world, and the ambitious young challenger Chen Xingtong ranked number 13. Ding came out fighting, using her vast experience, tactical spin variations, and unmatched composure to take an early 2-0 lead, looking in control and confident. But Chang wasn't intimidated. Down 2 games, she dug deep, tapping into fearless aggression and lightning-fast footwork. The momentum shifted as Chen's energy electrified the crowd, and one by one, she chipped away Ding's lead. What followed was a gripping comeback story. Cheng winning 3 straight games in a high-pressure battle that tested both players. World number 2 Xu Xin overpowered Ma Long number 3 in straight games, winning 4-0. With flawless control and creative flair, Xu took command and never let go. This one had everything: momentum swings, mind games, and nail-biting finish. China's Lin Gaoyuan, ranked world number 10, came out flying, dominating the first 3 games with his trademark speed and early ball precision. It looked like a clean sweep was on the way. But Jun Mizutani, the Japanese maestro and world number 13, had other plans. Calm and calculated, he clawed his way back with clever spin variations, heavy top spin, and unbelievable court coverage. From 0-3 down, Mizutani forced a decider, and by then, every point felt like a final. In the 7th game, both players threw everything they had at each other, but it was Lin who held his nerves in the chaos.
Not even within.
Brazil's Hugo Calderano came out blazing against England's Liam Pitchford, dominating with speed and precision. Despite some late resistance, Calderano stayed cool and sealed a confident 4-0 win to move into the quarterfinals in style. This semi-final was expected to be routine for Chang Meng, the top seed and reigning powerhouse. But Han Ying had other plans. The German chopper, ranked just number 39 at the time, threw everything at world number 1 with her signature defense and relentless patience. Chen started strong, but Han's tricky variation and long rallies turned the match into a tactical war. Rally by rally, Han clawed her way back, silencing the crowd and forcing Chang into uncharacteristic errors. When the match reached the 7th game, it was clear. This was no longer an underdog story. It was a genius threat. But when it mattered most, Chan stepped up. Her calm under pressure and ability to switch gears helped her survive one of the toughest matches of her tournament. The battle of styles, nerves and pure grit. Ma Long and Dima went toe-to-toe in a thrilling 2020 German Open semi-final. After a 2-2 deadlock, Ma Long pulled away with the ruthless forehands to take it 4-2 and book his spot in the final. From the very first ball, Alto detected the pace with well-placed attack and smart variations, keeping Zhang off rhythm throughout. While Zhang showed flashes of potential, especially in early games, Alto's experience and consistency proved too much as he secured a dominant 4-0 victory. Dmitry Ovcharov battled fellow European Anton Karlberg. Karlberg came out fearless, taking the opening game with blistering encounters. But Dima responded with trademark precision and grit. The rallies were electric, but Ovcharov's experience shone through as he edged out 3-2 win in a tight decider. Darko Jurkic pulled off a thrilling comeback in a round of 16 at WTT Star Contender Doha 2021, overcoming Hugo Calderano in a gripping 3-2 match. After going down 2 games, Jurkic fought back with fearless forehands and sharp serving, turning the match around and holding his nerve to edge out the final game.
Previous game, this is an even better position for Phyllis.
Tomokazu Harimoto battled past defensive maestro Ruven Fillus in a gritty 4-2 thriller at the WTT Star Contender in Doha. Harimoto mixed lightning-fast forehands and clever serves variations to break through Fillus's chopper defenses and ultimately clinch key points to close out a hard-earning victory. Adriana Diaz kicked off her WTT Star Contender Doha 2021 campaign with a gritty 3-2 win over Yu Mengyu in a round of 32. She rallied brilliantly, riding momentum from her clutch 5th game win to take the match in a nail-biting decider.
That's a contender right there. That's going to be one of the points of the week for me.
In the 2021 World Championships round of 32, Liang Jinkun overpowered Benedict Duda with explosive forehands and tight returns, sealing a solid 4-1 win. Duda showed some resistance in the third, but Liang's consistency and pressure carried him through with ease. In their round of 32 showdown, at the 2021 World Championships, Kanak Jha and Wang Manyu delivered a polished performance against Barbora Balazhova and Lubomir Pishny. The duo combined Wang's sharp offense and Kanak's aggressive rallies to cruise to a 3-0 win, controlling each game with confidence and pacing. Sun Ying-sha and Wang Manyu battled through a tough 5-game quarterfinal against Ishikawa and Hirano at the 2021 World Championship Finals, edging a nail-biting 3-2 win with the clutch shots in the decider. At the 2021 World Championships quarterfinals, Truls Moregard battled past Quadri Aruna in a thrilling 4-2 match. After a tight start with the momentum swinging both ways, Moregard showed a resilience to close out key points, securing his place in the semi-finals. Sun Ying-sha dismantled Su Hyu-won in a commanding 4-0 quarterfinal at the 2021 World Champions, storming through with a signature aggressive play and sharp placements. From the opening rally, Sun maintained relentless pressure. Her athleticism and sharp shots never allowed the South Korean defender to find a foothold in the match. Ayata powered through the final with relentless aggression, dropping only one game to Do Hui Kim before claiming a strong 4-1 victory. Her blazing forehands and tactical spin variations left the Hong Kong veteran scrambling, making it a commanding performance. In one of the most dramatic moments of 2022 World Team Champions semi-finals, Tomokazu Harimoto pulled off a sensational 3-2 victory over the reigning world number 1 Fang Zhengdou. Harimoto came out firing, taking the first game 11-7 with bold backhands and fearless counters that caught Fan off guard. But the Chinese star responded like a champion, dominating in the next 2 games with powerful forehands and ruthless pressure. Harimoto flipped the script. Backed by loud support, it was more than just a win. It was coming of age moment of Japanese star against the sport's biggest name. Fan Zhengdou faced Ma Long in an epic final at Singapore Smash 2022. Fan's explosive speed and power met Ma's legendary control and tactical genius. In the end, Fang edged a nail-biting 4-3 victory. Hiroto Shinozuka edged Darko Yorgic 4-3 after a roller coaster battle full of momentum swings. Both players unleashed incredible shots, but Shinozuka held his nerves in the tight decider to claim a memorable victory. Kirill Gerasimenko edged past Satyen Nanasekaran 3-2 in a gripping round of 32 match. The contest featured intense rallies and smart shot-making from both players. Satyen wowed the crowd with perfectly executed drop shot that caught Kirill off guard. In a highly anticipated semi-final clash at the 2022 Singapore Smash, world number 1 Fang Zhengdou took on Japan's rising star Yukiya Oda in a thrilling battle of contrasting style. Oda fought vigilantly, mixing aggressive counters and smart placement, but Fang's relentless pressure and superior control eventually proved decisive. Fan secured a commanding 4-2 victory to advance to the finals. Adriana Diaz pulled off a composed and confident performance to defeat Do Hui Kim 3-1 in a round of 16. After narrowly losing the first game in extra points, Adriana found her rhythm, dictating play with clever angles, quick footwork and steady backhands. She stayed calm under pressure in a tense fourth game. Patrick Francisca pulled off a sensational upset over Ma Long in the round of 16 at the 2022 WTT Champions ESS, winning 3-2 with a dramatic 12-10 in the fifth to knock out the Olympic legend.
Ma Long with double happiness. He gets a net. Watch this net edge.
Timo Bull and Lin Yunju went head-to-head in a tight round of 32 match. Bull grabbed the first game with some smart spin, but Lin bounced back in the next, winning a close 14-12. But Lin stayed steady and took the final set 11-6 to win 3-2. In a closely contest round of 32 match at the 2022 WTT Champions Macau, Wang Yang defeated Kirill Gerasimenko 3-1, showcasing his defensive prowess and tactical play. Wang's consistency and strategic shot placements ultimately proved decisive in securing the victory. 19-year-old Alexis Lebrun pulled off a huge upset over world number 3 Liang Jinkun. After dropping the second and third games, Lebrun fought back fiercely, winning the last 2 sets 12-10 to close out a thrilling 3-2 victory. This match marked a breakthrough moment for the young French star. Ma Long overpowered Lian Jingkun 3-1 in a quarter-finals at WTT Lanzhou 2023, showcasing his trademark dominance. After Liang nodded some challenge in the third game, Ma unleashed powerful loops and sharp counters to seal a commanding victory.
It was nothing. Can you imagine?
In one of the most gripping matches of WTT Nagoya 2023, Hina Hayata went toe-to-toe with Olympic champion Cheng Meng in the round of 16. After dropping the opening game, Hayata rode back with a fearless attack and impressive angles, taking the next two sets and putting Chen on the ropes. But the Chinese star dug deep, showing her trademark composure and short variations to turn the match around. In the deciding game, both players had their chances, but Chen edged it to win 3-2 in a high-quality thriller. Wang Chuqin and Zhang Wujin delivered a 5-game thriller in a quarter-finals of WTT Champions Macau 2023. Zhang started strong and even led 2-1, playing with aggression and clear variation. But Wang kept his cool. He stepped up in a final 2 games and sharp placement and relentless pressure, eventually pulling off a 3-2 comeback win to book his place in semi-finals.
Exactly how to drop. Loosens up the grip. Oh.
Anton Karlberg pulled off a sharp 3-1 upset over world number 5 Lian Jingkun in the round of 16 at WTT Bangkok 2023. Using fearless attacks and smart placement to control the flow, Liang showed fight in the third set, but Karlberg closed it out decisively with strong fourth. Lin Shidong and Guai Man stunned top seeds Wang Chuqin and Sun Yingsha 3-2 in a thrilling mixed doubles semi-final at WTT Star Contender Lanzhou 2023. After falling behind 1-2, they fought back with sharp play and held their nerves in the decisor to steal the upset. Lin Shidong and Wang Yidi edged out Lin Yunju and Chan Shuyu 3-2 in a tight mixed doubles quarterfinal at WTT Ljubljana 2023. After dropping the first game, the Chinese pair found their rhythm and closed out the decisive game 11-8 to secure their spot in the semifinals. Chan Xingtong captured the women's singles title at WTT Star Contender Bangkok with a confident 4-1 win over Zhu Chunhui. Chan controlled most of the match with her sharp attacks and calm tempo, sealing another impressive title run. Lin Shidong captured past Christian Carlsen 3-0 in a round of 32 at WTT Champions Xinjiang 2023, showcasing his speed and precision while keeping momentum firmly on his side. Ma Long delivered a dominant performance against Lim Jung-hoon in the round of 16 at the 2023 World Table Tennis Champions. Controlling the pace from the start, Ma mixed the power and precision to keep Lim on the defensive throughout. Even when Lim tried to shift gears, Ma's rhythm and experience proved too much, closing out the match in straight games 4-0 to move into the quarterfinals with confidence. Mima Ito and Nina Mittelham battled it out in a thrilling round of 16. Pushing each other to the limit in every rally, Mittelham snatched the first game 14-12, but Mito fight back with a fierce defense and swift counters to claim the last two sets and match 3-2.
Really intelligent shots. Perfectly executed too.
Hugo Calderano faced a tough test from Chu Sung-min in a round of 32 at WTT Ljubljana 2023. After splitting the first two games, Calderano raised his level with explosive forehands and smart placement, eventually sealing a hard-fought 3-1 victory.
We have to see this again.
Lin Shidong defeated Christian Carlsen 3-0 in a round of 32 at the WTT champions Xinjiang 2023. But the match was far tighter than the scoreline suggested. Each game was neck and neck, with Lin edging out Carlsen in 3 close sets thanks to his fast reactions and clutch play under pressure.
This is incredible. This is
Chen Xingdong cruised into the round of 16 at WTT champions Xinjiang 2023 with a commanding 3-0 win over Japan's Miyukihara. Chen came out firing, dominating the opening game 11-4 with the quick rallies and precise placement. Kihara tried to settle in during the 2 games, but Chang's consistency and tempo control proved too much, wrapping up the match in straight sets.
to create art.
Someone more acceptable to someone within your own team.
Fan Zheng and Lim Jung-hun put on a spectacular semi-final show at the WTT champions Xinjiang 2023. With the match stretching all the way to 7 games, Lim fought to retake the lead in the 5th, yet Fan's grit shone through in the final 2 sets, securing a dramatic 4-3 victory and the win in the decider.
More sexier than this. Wrapping around.
Wang Chuqin delivered one of the biggest wins of his career by defeating the legendary Ma Long 4-1 in the semi-finals of the 2023 World Table Tennis Championships. Facing the 5-time world champion, Wang played with fearless precision and composure, holding his nerves even as Ma Long responded with flashes of brilliance. It was a generational clash, and this time the rising star came out on top. In a gripping round of 32 at WTT Champions Frankfurt 2023, Tomokazu Harimoto edged past Zhang Wujin 3-2 in a classic clash of styles. Zhang came out strong, but Harimoto settled in. Taking the next 2, Zhang battled back, yet Harimoto held his nerves to close it out 11-9 in a decider.
My word. Oh, made that as well.
Felix Lebrun took on Simon Gauzy in a thrilling round of 32 at WTT Champions Frankfurt 2023, delivering a classic 5-set duel. After trading games early on, Lebrun winning the first 11-7, then Gauzy bouncing back, the contestant remained neck and neck. In the end, Lebrun's composure under pressure in the final 2 sets carried him to a 3-2 win, showcasing why he's a rising force in the sport.
Just a little bit more predictability there, and he maintains a bit of momentum with 6 of the last 8 points. World number 1, Fan Zhendong.
Fan Zheng claimed his 3rd consecutive men's singles world title at 2023 IPTF World Championships, defeating Wang Chuqin 4-2 in a high-level final. Facing a fellow Chinese star, Fan lost the opener but responded with a clinical consistency, then absorbed Wang's charge in the 5th before pulling away in the 6th, showcasing both his mental toughness and tactical mastery.
The point that sets him up with a 1.
Really
get through to the quarterfinals.
Lian Jinkun came through a tightly fought round of 16 at WTT champions Montpellier 2024, overcoming Shunsuke Togami 3-1 with score of 10-12, 11-9, 12-10 and 11-6. After dropping a close opener, Lian kept his cool, eked out razor-thin wins in Game 2 and 3, then wrapped up the match cleanly to advance. Fan Zhendou captured Olympic gold in Paris 2024 with a composed and powerful 4-1 win over Sweden's Truls Moregard in men's singles final. After dropping the first game, Fan quickly settled in and sealed one of the sport's biggest titles. Hugo Calderano produced an impressive upset by defeating world number 5 Lian Jinkun 3-2 in a gripping quarter-final at 2024 WTT champions Chongqing. He started strong, taking the first 2 games, but Lian fought back to even it. In the 5th, Calderano stayed sharp with powerful loops and precise services, closing out the match 11-6 in a tight decider. Fan Zhendou delivered a masterclass in control and precision to defeat Felix Lebrun 4-0 in the semi-finals of Paris 2024 Olympic Games. Despite the home crowd's energy and Lebrun's flair, Fan's experience and flawless execution kept him a step ahead throughout, earning him a place in his second Olympic final.
How does he do this?
Shot from Gauzy. Oh my God!
Simon Gauzy and Liang Jinkun went the distance in the quarterfinal at WTT champions Incheon 2024, with Gauzy holding 3 match points. But Liang digged deep. He wrestled control back, stayed patient under pressure, and sealed a gripping 3-2 comeback to advance.
See what Gauzy does to this level, against this level of opponents.
Fan Zhendou delivered a commanding performance to defeat Hugo Calderano 4-0 in the semi-finals of WTT champions Chongqing 2024, showcasing why he's at the top of the sport. Fan controlled every rally, closing the first 2 games 11-9, dominating the third 11-2, and wrapping up the match with an 11-4 final set. His precision, pace and calm under pressure were on the full display. Sun Yingsha and Wang Manyu played a gripping 7-game final at WTT champions Chongqing 2024. Sun started with determination, but Manyu battled back fearlessly. Each set swung on tight margins. In the end, Sun's composure under pressure and clutch play in the 17th 11-9 sealed a dramatic 4-3 victory and her second consecutive title at this event. Anton Karlberg stunned Umar Asar with a commanding 3-0 win in a round of 32 at WTT Champions Frankfurt 2024, showcasing crisp timing and aggressive play throughout.
Put that back. Oh. What a rally.
Ling Gaoyuan delivered a remarkable performance to defeat Fan Zhendou 4-2 in a quarter-finals of the 2024 ITTF World Cup in Macau. After dropping the first set, Lin showcased exceptional resilience and tactical brilliance, winning 4 consecutive sets to secure the victory. His aggressive play and precision shot making and precise shot making were key factors in overcoming the world number 1. Wang Chuqing looked sharp and focused as he faced Lin Junghun in the semi-finals of the 2024 ITTF World Team Champions. Playing the opening single match, Wang knew the importance of setting the tone, and he did it just that. From the first ball, he controlled the tempo with explosive backhand and clever placement, keeping Lim under pressure throughout. Despite Lim's best effort to counter, Wang's consistency and confidence never wavered. With a calm fist pump and a 3-0 win on the board, he gave China the perfect start on their path to the final. Thanks for watching and see you on the next video.